Well, good morning. David Brown here, Vice President of Shooters Union Australia, with a bit of an update for you. Today we're responding to news of the Premier Annastacia Palaszczuk is pushing ahead with category changes for lever action shotguns. Shooters Union still strongly opposes any changes, despite the NFA alterations earlier this year. They're completely baseless in terms of the laws of physics, and they've got no evidence to prove that lever action shotguns have ever been the tool of choice for criminals. In an engineering sense, they're completely useless as a criminal tool. So we understand the government is offering a regulation change with a grandfathering scheme, the first of its kind in Queensland as far as we're aware. However, it's veiled with a sneaky catch, and that's the wording that the industry and the government are at disagreement with. The wording is along the lines of, and I'll read this from an extract: immediately before the weapons legislation, lever action shotguns, Amendment Regulation 2017 was notified. So what they're saying is, as soon as the regulation's put into Parliament, immediately prior to it, and then there's a bunch of conditions. The most significant one was that the grandfathering's okay, provided it was more than 5 rounds because of a lawful modification of the shotgun. And then it goes on with other context. Now, the dispute between Shooters Union, the Firearm Dealers Association of Queensland, and the Palaszczuk government has been over the government's definition of what lawful modification means. Okay, so it's very important to understand this. At present, the entire industry, and even the QPS, as far as we're aware, have worked with a definition that, changing stocks, magazines, other related accessories was lawful if done by a private individual. Well, certainly nobody took it to mean anything other than that. By changing their definition, this makes the inadvertent paper criminal out of otherwise lawful firearm owners. So simply, they've offered a grandfathering clause, just like they did in New South Wales, and I think that's fair and reasonable. Even though we're opposed to the change, if you're going to make the change, give people the opportunity for grandfathering. That's a good idea. However, they've pulled the rug out of everyone by labelling you as doing something unlawful at the same time. It's all Labor's fault. This could have been easily avoided if the government had listened to the industry experts. And I must say, in particular thanks to Robert Nyer and Jade Cleaver from the Firearm Dealers Association of Queensland, and my colleague Graham Park, President of Shooters Union, we've been the only ones at the table consistently through this whole deal, and we've still not been able to get a resolution. Now, maybe they'll change their tune in the coming days. We give them the opportunity to do so and come out and clarify that. However, the bottom line as it is right now is a bit of a slippery slope as far as we're concerned. So, as part of this notification, there'll be some extra things that we think you could do. There'll be some things that Naya TV have released. And I must say, on behalf of the Dealers Association, Shooters Union Queensland, our legal team, our QCs, our in-house professor of law, thank you very much for all the work you've done. We've invested, possibly hundreds of hours in trying to fight this simple little battle. But I think at the end of the day, the battle's going to come down to this is all Labor's fault, and you need to take this to the election, the next Queensland election, and make your polling count. Thanks for watching, and as soon as we have a better update, we'll let you know.